What up, folks? I'm Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the Exquisite Basic Godzilla vs. Kong. It's Kong! That's right, my zillions! We got another figure in the Exquisite Basic line. The first figure, of course, was Godzilla. We absolutely love Godzilla here. That figure is incredible. And if you saw my unboxing, I was already starting to like this one as well. You know, the box is skinny, which is cool. Kind of like the SH Monster Arts box is a little bit skinny too, right? You know, this has that style guide that we've seen on there, you know, so it's a very familiar looking type box. But what's inside? What's inside is what it's all about, and I do want to thank Hiya Toys for sending this over for review. I'm very excited to do so, so without any further ado, let's get to it. And here's Kong out of the package, though not coming exactly how he is out of the package. He has these kind of like flat open hands, and I gave him a fist hand because I just like it a little bit better. I don't know, the two open hands look a little weird, but let's start out with accessories and the rest of the hands. He gets one holding hand for his axe, he gets another fist hand, another one of these very open hands. He gets two, you know, a pair of crawling hands. So, you know, when he's on all fours. So we will take a look at some of these as we go. We got two holding hands, I should say. But they're very nice, as you can see. Really well sculpted. Beautifully done. Beautiful paint on there. So, yeah, a good start. For that holding hand, as we said, we get the axe, which looks amazing. I really like it. The hilt looks pretty good. It's got these, like, kind of little orange paint, you know, things on them. I don't know, they're okay. And then it's got a dark brown wash over this lighter brown, which looks pretty decent. And then all the Zilla skin wrapping looks really good. I really like that. I like it a lot. Top has some paint too, really nicely done. And then the actual dorsal fin here looks amazing. I really like it. Nicely done, nicely painted, the blue over there, all lit up. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And to put it in one of those holding hands, you actually open it up, which is good. And then you put that there. So you see there's orange paint in here. Which is, where was I putting this? So you put that like so, and then you could close it up, which is good. You know, you don't have to jam it in or force it in or anything. Very cool. And then you kind of pop the hand off. These hands are very tight. So I might have to do this off camera to do it properly, especially since oh, actually that went in fine. The other hand did have to heat up a little bit, the fist originally. But that went in really good. Now he's got his axe. And that looks pretty decent, I have to say. I like it. I like it a lot. And the last accessories are two extra heads for Kong. We get the awesome gridded head. I just popped my shoulder back into place and I'm ready to fight alongside Godzilla head. Really like this. You know, the brow is very furrowed, so the eyes are inset. That looks pretty good. The teeth are really nicely done. I do like them. Very dirty. The gums look good. The paint all over the head looks awesome. The sculpt work is really nice. Ears look good. Top of the head. Man, this is really good. His beard, all of that looks really cool. And then he's got the screaming head, roaring head. Again, furrowed brow, so the eyes are really in there, but they look pretty good. The nose looks good. The mouth looks amazing. Zoom that in a little bit for you. Get the inside of the mouth. That is really cool. Looks great. The tongue looks great. Everything looks awesome. Again, the ears look good. The hair, fur, beard, all of it looks pretty good. The eyes look pretty painted well. So 2 great heads here. And let's start out taking a look at this guy in full with this head. And it looks pretty good too. Nice, calm, stoic Kong head. The eyes look pretty good. Nose looks pretty good. The mouth looks good. Again, all the fur detail is nice. Beautiful sculpting here. Really like it. It looks pretty decent, I think. Maybe this eye might be a tad off center, but like, depends on, you know, the angle you look at it. It's not bothering me. It's just something I thought I'd point out, you know, because I am zoomed in here and I can see people saying, hey, about your eye, blah, blah, blah. Let's move on, though. I think the head is good. The rest of the fur detail is great throughout. Again, you see this hand here. The arms look really nice. You see all the fur detail on the back. Beautiful painting. A nice wash over everything. Looks fantastic. Really good. I love this kind of like brownish beige wash that's over the dark brown. Looks great on all the fur detail. You can see his musculature through here on his back. That looks awesome. Look at the chest separately in a second. We're just going through the fur parts. You got Kong butt here, which looks good. You can make out the spine in there. That looks good. His arms are nice and muscled too. Really good, nice and thick. Again, I love the fur detail at the ends here. That looks really good. Very cool. So it's not like, you know, it's cut nicely to make it look like fur all around. Beautiful. And it can, you know, the sculpt work continues within the joints. You even got like, you know, nice definition of an elbow, you know, bend in here, which is really great. I really like that a lot. Nice attention to detail. And you can see it in the knees too, see? See how they did that? And, you know, again, you open it up, you get nothing but sculpt. Fantastic. Krajiji looks fine. The knees look good. Again, you can see the sculpt within. Going all the way down to the legs and the feet. They look good. You got nice wrinklage at the toes. Nice paint on the bottom of the feet too. Really cool sculpt. So I'd say everywhere where there's fur detail, it looks really good. I like that they sculpted within the knee and elbow joints. That looks good. Very nice. The feet look good. The hands look good. Again, that looks awesome. And then going back into the belly here, get a really nice sculpt. A little more glossy, but it looks good. It's not like gloss. It's like, you know, it's got a really good, you know, look to it, and it's different than the paint, so it stands out nicely. I do think he's kind of very barrel-chested, and that might pose a problem, and it does a little bit, and we'll talk about that in a second, but it looks good. It looks good. You know, everything looks awesome. A lot of detail in here. Good paint on here, too. Love how it all is gradiated really nicely, the different colors. Beautifully done. Really nice texture. Really awesome, like, wrinkles right here in the middle. That looks really cool. Very realistic feeling. And then the scarring is awesome. Beautifully sculpted. It's really, you know, it really pops out. That looks great. And then it's painted perfectly. So that is awesome. In total, I think Kong definitely looks great. Definitely looks the part. I feel like he's really cool looking and, you know, kind of heroic looking. He's, you know, he's wide. He stands at, you know, widely. And that's, you know, part of the way they sculpted this. But, you know, he's ready to go. He's ready to go, this Kong. I dig that. And as for articulation, first up, we get the head is on a ball joint, but it's also, you know, can move a bit. So, you know, you could go all the way around and it'll do all that. Then you get the waist joint. Well, the ab joint. which, you know, doesn't afford you a lot going forward, but you can go back, you know. So it is what it is. Can go side to side a bit. Legs are in these ball joints here. Goes forward, goes back. Little openness there. And then you get the double jointed knee. And then the feet can rock, can go back and forth. It is a little tight in spots, I will say. The wrists are on ball joints, double ball joints. So you get good motion there. Double jointed elbow, which is good. You get bicep swivel on this guy. And now you get shoulder here, which works all right. But this is the one thing I was alluding to before. Because of the way they cut and they sculpted the chest and underarms, you don't get as much range of motion out of these shoulders as you would hope. Had they just, you know, you see how this is rounded and then it comes out? Had they cut right there, like, and made the full roundedness here of this hole, then you would have got a lot more motion out of these shoulders. And even down here, I feel like, even though it looks good, it does, because of the way they, you know, did it, he can't get his arms all the way down to his sides. Not that he should, but, you know, a little bit more would have been good. It's either cut it there or maybe make the shoulder, these shoulder balls not as thick. That would be my only complaint. And it's not even a complaint because I still like how it is. You know, again, he's very heroic is what I could say. Very muscled guy, you know, and that's good for Kong. I would have just liked just a tad more, you know, articulation range here at the shoulders. And it is because of the way they sculpted this part and this part, and even maybe this part. So one of these three sections could have been trimmed just a bit. But it looks good. But yeah, so for articulation, it's good, you know, but you definitely feel like you could use a little bit more there. For your size comparisons, well, the be-all, end-all of this comparison is the Hiya toys, Godzilla, right? How do they size together? I think pretty good. I think they look pretty good, you know? Godzilla is nicely taller than him, but not, like, super taller. Like, if you saw my Hiya review, I did that with the SH Monster Arts, and, you know, Kong was really small. I did like the SH Monster Arts with him. I feel like Kong in the movie should have been that small, but this, you know, this worked better for what we see there, and I like it. I think they look really good together. And let's bring in the SH Monster Arts Mecha Godzilla. I think these look really good together. I think the size is pretty good. Even more so than the SH Monster Arts figure, Godzilla figure and Kong figure fit with their Mecha Godzilla. I think their Mecha Godzilla turned out really, really big in comparison. He is big in the movie, but I feel like it's too big. And I feel like this size looks very, very good to me personally. Definitely I want to see Hiya Toys tackle Mecha Godzilla. So we'll see if that'll happen. Hope it does, because I want to see their take and how big their take would be. But I feel like this size really works. And let's add into this comparison Godzilla and Kong from SH Monster Arts. And yeah, you know, I mean, I in every way, I like the Hiya Toys better than the SH Monster Arts. I gotta say, I like in every way. I like these two figures better, and I like them better with their Mecha Godzilla. And just because we had room, let's add in the NECA King of the Monsters Godzilla. As you can see, he's pretty much the same size as the SH Monsters, maybe a hair bigger, but, you know, he's wild-eyed and crazy, and he's their kooky, crazy little cousin. Yeah, still, the Hiyas look the best. And lastly, here's Kong with a bunch of other figures you might have in your collection across some various lines, including the Muto from Bandai Premium, which I think looks really good with the Hiya stuff, because they're bigger figures, the Bandai Premium stuff. Yeah, they look good. They look really good, stylistically too. And my final thoughts, I really like this Kong a lot. I think my one gripe was with the articulation in the shoulders. I wish I got a little more range of motion. I would say the chest is a tad too wide. If that was cut a little bit to give me a little bit more range there across the front of the figure, I think it would be a lot better. But the sculpt is really nice on that chest, so I'm not going to complain too much. But, you know, it is worth noting. But otherwise, it is awesome. I really like all the heads. The hands are beautifully done. The axe looks great. It's a really good Kong figure. I mean, for my money, I think this Kong is better than the SH Monstarts by a lot. You know, it just looks the part a lot more. The heads just really look like Kong. They look like Kong in the movie, and that's really important to me. So kudos to Hiya for really capturing this figure, this character really well in figure form. Great job there. I mean, as long as you gave me that awesome gridded head when he pops the shoulder back, that was my thing I wanted more than anything out of a Kong figure, and they gave it to me. So high marks from me. And there you go, guys. That's my review. Thanks to Hiya Toys for sending this over. And if you could please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.